Aloha, welcome everybody that's out there in YouTube land. Mark Jason here with Roots of Barbering channel. I want to thank you guys for joining us again, and I'll bring on my partner in crime, Gio. Where you at, Gio? There he is. There's the guy. How you doing, brother? Yeah, man.
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Surviving, yes, sir.
Surviving,
Yeah,
still surviving,
I think
man.
we all are. Which is a good thing. That's for sure a good thing. So you got some good news for us, right? What's our good news so far before we get into our discussion today?
Yeah, man. So thank you guys for subscribing to our channel. It's over 100 followers already, so we're kind of happy. That was our goal for this year, and. It's not that we're lazy, the last few weeks, but like everybody knows, everything started again. I think Mark Jason was doing his thing, already a little bit earlier, and my shop opened up again as well after almost 3.5 months or something, and. Now it was the time just to work a little bit, so we had some time in the shop instead of online. So we started this project, of course, because there was COVID, and yeah, business business came along, and it was like, holy shit, I gotta work again, man.
There's got plenty of time there. Well, that's a good segue into our discussion today, just to see like how business is for you now that you've been reopened, how business is for me now, with you in Holland, me here in California. Maybe it's something that our followers who are either barbers or shop owners themselves can see whether they're on par with the course for what we seem to be experiencing personally. Um, yeah. So you guys just reopened. Well, this is not even like
I think
month and a half ago, right?
I already lost track, man, because I think today it's May, yeah, right? So I think I opened up March, April, May. Yeah, March. Yeah. So
Yeah.
for me, that was kind of like a whoa, okay, the last video that we made, and suddenly 2 days after or a couple of days after, I had to work again, So that was a little bit of adapting, because for me, that was kind of like whoa, man. I had to adapt to everything again, standing on my feet, long days
Oh
again,
yeah, man.
no off time. So that
Hard.
was
Well done.
fun, kind of funny. My knees were hurting like hell, man. The first couple of days, I was like, "Oh my god, man, I gotta go have a massage." But all the massaging salons were closed, right? So I couldn't do that.
Uh, yeah.
So no, but I'm fortunate, man. I'm there've been some changes in the shop. We're down to two. COVID struck a lot of people, and of course, yeah, everybody has some mental health issues and some other problems, financial problems, and all the kind of things. And yeah, man, this crazy period changed a lot of people's lives, and. For me, I was kind of like, yeah, just hold on, just fix your business, and we had some saving money, so I was fortunate. Of course, the government helped us a little bit, with financial things, but it wasn't enough to cover everything, So you had to have a little bit of saving money, and yeah, I'm happy that we're rolling again, So our books are pretty full, and
That's good.
yeah,
How's
fortunate that we could survive
how,
to.
how's your how are the clients? What's sort of the attitude of the clients now? Are they feeling comfortable coming into the shop? I know you guys already do things very clean and very sanitized, and I don't know what the vaccination situation is like out there, but like are people, is the public kind of feeling a lot more comfortable coming into the shop now?
Well, the thing is, it's just like for me, it's kind of like I always I got my own app and I got my emails and everything. So everybody that get notified by me, So when we open, when we close, if there are changes, updates, or whatever, But I think most of the customers were happy that we there, and most customers. That's what we did the first lockdown as well. Like um, we had our rules, we set our rules, and everybody had to follow the rules. And the more we do it together, the better the atmosphere is, and the better we can roll as the situation goes by. And the second lockdown, that was the same thing. I mean, like, I'm still wearing mask and everything. Sometimes when I see my cousins, I don't wear a mask because that's my family. And I see them in more than enough. And we're all kind of conscious, but vaccines over here, man. Now it's kind of starting to get there where it should be, but man,
We're
Holland
far
was
behind.
pretty slow, man.
Yeah. Okay.
How was it over
Yeah.
there?
Yeah, we're lucky, man. California, especially, I think California is like ahead of everybody else right now. The cases are pretty low. I want to say there was like 80%. They felt like 80% of Californians were, almost 80% were vaccinated, at least one dose in.
have you have one?
I had my first one.
Oh,
Yeah, I got
serious?
the
Yeah,
first
yeah.
one. I think out of the shop, we got 5 barbers that are in there now. 2 are fully vaccinated. They have both shots, and then 3 of us are waiting on our second ones. So, what we found is the clientele very, uh, I think they get a greater peace of mind, majority of them, if they know that, well, they already know we did pretty good with our protocols and precautions, but you can hear sort of a greater sense of peace of mind knowing that, that their barbers that are coming in there are even trying to stay healthy for their sake, right? And getting the shots for their sake, for the sake of everybody in there in the businesses. But what's interesting now is that because California is kind of ahead of the curve, I think they announced recently that people don't have to wear their masks anymore, unless it's in a really crowded place. So, the problem with that is I think they left it to the business owners to decide what they wanted to do, right? So I think what we're finding now is that we got some clients saying that, oh, I'm vaccinated, I don't have to wear my mask in here, versus us saying that that's still our protocol, you still have to wear the mask. So uh, right now, just trying to find the balance so that I can make sure all of the clients feel comfortable when they're in there. And then you can't, vaccinations are such a personal thing. You can't ask everybody coming in, oh, did you get a vaccination or no vaccination. So
So here's the thing,
uh,
right? So I don't know if you had it already, but I already had some clients with family. They got vaccinated, right? They
yeah.
got the vaccine, even the second one. Um, what a lot of people don't know is a vaccine isn't like a saving kind of thing,
Oh,
that
no.
saves your life. So you
Yeah.
still
That's
can get
problematic.
sick,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
And
yeah.
I already
But I think
had
that's the
three
problem, right?
situations.
Yeah. That's the. I think that's what we're facing is that. Um, what I worry about as a business owner is that there's almost a false sense of security too, that people think that once I got my shots, there's no way I can catch it and there's no way I can spread it, right? If I got it. It's a precautionary preventative measure, but it's not a guarantee that you still can't get it, right? So, when we got a lot of mix of clientele that are, some older generation, and then you got your younger generation, and a mix of that. We still can't take a chance, at least not in my business, on somebody catching it just because people feel like, oh, I'm good now. So
No, I'm taking my precautions, even though when I get my vaccine, and I will get vaccinated. There's a lot of, well, here in Holland, there's a lot of opinions. Some people
oh,
are for it, some against it, but
yeah,
anyhow, if you want to go on vacation anyway and you want to travel by airplane, you have to be vaccinated, because if you come into another country, maybe they don't
yeah,
allow you to get there, if you ain't got no vaccine pass or whatever. So
yeah. Yeah, I
freedom
mean,
of
even
speech
just
is a little bit gone.
yeah, I think despite the personal, like how people feel about it, like I can tell as a whole in general around California, at least around here, they can see like, it feels like life's gone back to normal almost. Like people are out and about. Restaurants, you're allowed to dine inside now. I think if you're just walking outside, you don't have to have a mask on. But like if you go into a crowded place, even in the restaurant, you have to have it on, and then you can take it off when you go in. Like any big gathering places, they still recommend that you have it on. So. Um, but you can definitely feel like life is almost getting back to a normal state, which is crazy after what we went through last year, man. So because of that, the shop is getting busier. We're able to offer like more services. So we've been doing the beard trim services. We reintroduced that again, and that brought in more business because we got a lot of bearded clientele, and you get the combination services of haircut, beard trim. We haven't opened up shaves yet, but we'll probably do that soon. So
I haven't stopped with it because the thing is, it's just like, I wear my mask and
yeah,
I'm there anyways in the square feet,
yeah,
so
yeah,
I'm probably in a lot of risk already. So for me, it's kind of like, I'm just dealing with the situation how it is, and
yeah.
we gotta protect
That's
each
all.
other, right?
I think that's all any of us can really do. I mean, there's a lot of science behind it, and then there's a lot of other stuff behind it, and you just kind of go with like just try to be as safe and clean and sanitary, and use your common sense.
Yeah,
I think the combination of all those things definitely allows for us to remain open and to do good business, safer business, and we still take the temperature scan before they walk in, and
yeah, man.
sanitize your hands and all of that stuff. So
Yeah.
that's about all you can do, really.
That's the whole thing, right? And the small accidents happen, and you cannot do anything about it. The only thing is for me, like I wear my mask still, because I wanna preserve everything to keep other people safe, right? And that's for me. That's important. That I think about the other people, and
Yeah.
people have their opinion and things. But I think if we do that in the shop is healthy, and I can just work. And
Professionally and respectfully, they'll still keep coming and they'll follow them. Whatever rules you put in place, they'll still follow it because they want to be a part of what you're doing, and
exactly,
they want to support you, and
yeah,
they know it's with intentions.
yeah, man. So, how is the financial thing going with you guys? Are you? Because I know I'm never gonna make up, with the half year in total that we closed. But
Right.
um, is the business
Yeah, I think
going?
honestly, the business is going good, because we did manage to, increase prices during the pandemic, and those prices were going to be increased even if there wasn't a pandemic, right? So I was going to increase those regardless of what the economic state was. So we're fortunate that from that, it helps sustain sustain us financially. Um, Clients are very encouraging and supportive, and they, regardless of the increases, they're still coming in and still enjoying being a part of the process. And then I think once we opened up the fuller services like the beard trims, because a lot of guys were coming in for the haircuts, but there were still voids in our schedule, because most guys would come in without a haircut, but they just want a beard trim, beard trims. So once that reopened, like, yeah, man, I think the schedules are as busy as they almost were before. And then we're down a few barbers too. So, we unfortunately had to part ways with a couple of barbers, a few barbers actually through the pandemic. But that just allows more business for those of us that are still there. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
we're
how I see
very,
it. That's how I see
yeah,
it
yeah,
as
very,
well. Yeah.
yeah,
Same here, man. That's yeah, but that's life, right? You cannot
yeah,
satisfy everybody, and
yeah, no,
for me, life continues, and I mean, like, I knew that I opened a shop. I didn't open a shop just to make money because I needed to have money to open the shop and
right,
keep the shop
yeah,
rolling. I counted everything out that I could carry the shop by myself, right? And everybody that
yeah,
came along and work for me or anything. I'm glad they did do that, and
yeah,
I'm very fortunate with the guys, and I was very happy. And
yeah.
but sometimes in life, people take their separate ways, and yeah, you cannot do anything about it. And
That's
that's
journey.
life.
It's
But I knew, like, hey, man, the shop is there. I'm still there. I'm alive. I'm still healthy, and as long as I can walk and can talk, I still will do my thing how I should do it. And I'm fortunate for that, and I see
yeah,
enjoyment in life.
yeah. I mean, that's like, whatever circumstances. There's always some different kind of circumstance that leads one barber to leave a shop and go to another. I mean, I was at Barber Dan's, and I was at this place called the Art of Shaving, and my time just came to move on. And, we know your storied background of going through a lot of places, then going through Squirm, now opening up your own, and whatever events lead us to opening our own or just leaving. That's, whether it's a pandemic or it's a better location or somebody's moving out of town or it's just their time to do their thing, and to try to make a name for themselves and stand there on 2 feet. Yeah, we're grateful for those that come cross our paths and work for us and enjoy our time while they're there. And good luck to them when it's their time to move on.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly.
so
And the thing is, you gotta bear in mind, without us, there's no them, and without them, there's no us. And I think, like, there's always give and take, right? And
yeah,
you should be happy for the times that you have with each other, and yeah, when it's the time, it's the time. And I think, hey, it's all good. And I mean, like, I'm not dying or anything, or something
and
like
I
that.
think the important thing though is just how the goodbyes are handled.
Yeah, of
Uh,
course.
how that separation is handled, as long as it's handled respectfully,
Yeah,
honorably,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
with integrity, then that those bonds can kind of maintain even after you're working at different places.
Of
And
course.
opportunities may come to working together again, but a lot of burned bridges.
Yeah, but
And
that, but
I think through the pandemic, that definitely taught a lot of things on character, like how strong is your
yeah,
character during all this,
yeah,
when adversity comes. So that's been a good lesson in all things. Yeah, this pandemic has.
yeah. That's the same thing that I had. Like, Corona did do a lot of things with a lot of people, man. And what I learned from this period, I just came to closer to myself and my family and the people that I really love and love me. And I spend a lot of time with family a lot. And for me, I knew that whenever and what kind of downfalls I have, I always got their backs, and they got mine back, and for me, if I have that, that's something where I can rely on, and this period was something, to really look in the mirror and say, like, oh wow, man, I'm fortunate that I'm still here, because if you manage to control your business with saving money, with your health, and respectfully do things in a respectful way, and don't go for parties or anything, illegal parties or whatever, you manage to keep things under control, right? And there were some times that I thought, like, hey, there's a party, King's Day, and I wanted to go, but in my mind, I was like, yo, I just opened up 2 months right now. Maybe it isn't like a good idea to do that, because there has to be one case that I'm sick and I have to close again, because
Yeah,
and then I don't get money, right? So I've been off for a half year, and so that's kind of like the 9 years that I didn't had no vacation or anything like that. So I've been working my ass off, like every 5 days, and all the holidays I've been just working through, and I'm lucky enough, that Remy is also one guy that just want to work, and eventually, hopefully next year, we can go on vacation. My dream was Brazil, man. Brazil.
there you go. There you go. Set a goal. Set the goal and aim for it and work towards it. It'll
Yeah,
happen.
man. No,
Yeah.
but I think that's what you also have, right? I see a lot of posts, financial business and taking care of business, and work your way and work your path, to live healthy, right? And for me, that's the same thing. I did a lot of things, I didn't buy things, extra expenses or whatever, and I keep things down, in a certain way. And for me, that's good enough, because everything that I have right now, I didn't have before, So
Yeah.
everything that I have right now, I'm blessed with it,
Yeah.
and I'm blessed with
Yeah.
my
I'm at a place now where the things that I have now, I used to pray for before,
yeah.
that when I have them. So to be able to have them now and to be able to, thanks to barbering and, thanks to hard work and all that good stuff, like, yeah, I can be in a place now where, survive the pandemic, both with the business and financially, and still got good health. And I did get the my hip replacement over that pandemic. So now that I'm back to work, man, my hours seem a lot shorter. Like, oh man, shit, hours used to seem like long days, but now I'm Dude, my body feels like I'm like 20 something again. So it's everything else positive, man. And I think that's what the takeaway from this video, hopefully, is people can see like whatever they've been through on their side, their shops and their businesses and their families, that, we're all well today. And, it's going to be different, like your shop and what happened in your shop, my shop, very similar, but they had their own different things happen too. But
Yeah,
as long as you keep pushing forward and find the positive, and we'll slowly see things get back to the way they used to be before,
yeah, man. Yeah, I
Yeah.
cannot wait. I mean, like I saw you. You was posting a lot of pop and locking kind of things. Cause your hip was working again, and I thought like, oh my God,
I just
not that they're gonna do that again, eh?
old ones, but I'll be do some new ones now that my hip's good. So.
Yeah, you was with your little Simba as well, and
Yeah.
that's good to see, with the little queen, with the little king, and that's good to see, because those things are important in life as well, even though when you got shitty days, and you don't got money, there's still family, man.
There's so many things outside of just money stuff, man. So
Yeah, man.
yeah, well, it's good, man. I'm glad to hear that business is picking up for you, man. It's good to see you
Yeah,
and
man.
know that you're doing healthy, family's healthy, and
Yeah, man.
yeah, yeah. Just keep. You'll get there soon, man. I mean, we all will. We'll
Yeah,
all get
man.
back.
I hope to get my vaccine. In the beginning, I was kind of like, I will wait. I will wait. But now we're a year further. And I kind of like, I miss traveling. I miss seeing you guys.
Yeah,
Last year we should have met. But yeah,
yeah.
things came to a different end. And for now it's kind of like focus on the business, see that everybody's still healthy, and hopefully in a couple of months, we can travel again and see each other, and work on
I
next
got, I
plans,
got a funny story about when I got my first shot, man. So I had my first shot, and I remember people telling me and clients saying like, "Oh, when they had their shot, they were so tired, and a lot of things that were knocked out the whole day. They had to take a nap." So and the arm is sore. So yeah, my arm was kind of was sore from the shot, but like the next morning, I took the day off just in case. And the next morning, I felt so tired, and it was like 10:30, and I finally was like, man, can't believe I'm so tired, man. It's probably because of that shot, and this is the side effects. I said, well, I should just get up, man, and just try to move around. And then I sat up. I'm like, oh man, that was just my insomnia and my sleep apnea, bro. That's just a regular bad night's sleep and shit. I just use that to blame. I just blame the shot so I can sleep in some more. Get my lazy ass up out of bed, man.
fuck, man. Oh
Uh,
shit, man, yo. For all you
I,
guys at home, thank you guys so much for
yes,
subscribing. And
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
keep on pushing us. And
Appreciate
yeah, man, we will work on some tutorials. I will do that as well. And there will be some fun things coming up. Make sure you follow MJ, and follow me on Instagram. And keep on sharing, liking, and spread the news, man.
yeah, we appreciate you all. Yeah, we appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, brother.
Yes,
Love
sir.
you, man.
Love you too. See ya. Bye bye.